guys, today's video is a little bit special. I think y'all probably saw me going down the road about a week ago, headed down to Georgia to meet a fella and get rid of the red truck and trailer. So we actually ended up trading that truck and trailer, and we got something pretty daggone cool in return. It's not this. It is a new tow rig, and we'll get to showing you here in a second, but just a little bit of history on it. It actually was owned and used by Ken Schrader, so it's pretty cool that Ken Schrader actually hauled with this thing, and he actually had it built. And if you go all the way back to the beginning of his Facebook racing page, there's actually a picture of this thing, and it's one of the first posts he made when he got onto Facebook. And it's pretty daggone cool that I now own a part of racing history. So everybody knows that we might have slow race cars, but we always have a badass rig to get into the track, and we always look good showing up. So it ain't the bus, but it's about the second best thing you could see as a bus pulling a race car to the racetrack. I'm excited about it. Thing's got a ton of storage on it to keep spare parts and stuff like that. And really, I'm impressed because it's got the same engine and transmission and everything as the Toter did, but it goes about 80 miles an hour. So we won't be struggling, getting up and down these roads. And like I said, we're not gonna really travel quite as much to go racing, just because we don't have the time to really do it now. But we still have the availability to sleep in this truck, which is nice, just in case, we strike off, go run 3-4 hours away from the house. We can still have a place to lay down, take a nap, and then get our, finish the way home. But enough of me talking. I'm excited to show y'all this thing, so come check it out with me. Here it is. It's a 1995 GMC Top Kick. So basically the same thing as I had in the Toter truck wise. It's actually set up with a sleeper, as you can see. It's got the badass old tow rig wing on top. The reason why this thing will get up and down the road so good is because it's got the big 22.5 wheels on it with a little bit taller tire. Helps the gear ratio out. And I don't know if this is facts or not, but I'm pretty sure somebody put a little bit bigger turbo on this thing, because you can actually hear it. You couldn't really hear it on the old truck, but the good thing is I'm stoked to own this thing, and I'm ready to start hauling some race cars with it. There's, like anything else, there's a ton of projects that I want to do to it. I just don't have the time right now because we're getting ready to go racing. So I'm going to do what I need to do to get this thing ready to go race off of. And this is what you'll be seeing us pull up in the track in the 2026 season. So look forward to seeing everybody and racing against some new folks and stuff. So y'all drop down in the comments, tell me what you think of this thing. And if anybody knows any more history about it, get with me and let me know, because this thing's I wish I could tell stories. There's no telling what this old truck's seen and where it's been, and just everything it's gone through. So drop down in the comments if you know anything about it, and I'll throw a picture up of when Ken Schrader actually had it. I don't know, pretty badass. And if you don't agree, then we can't be friends. So here's just a little bit of a walk around of this thing. Like I said, this thing is pretty bad to the bone. I want to do some tinted windows on it and put me some, some nothing but dirt stickers. And hey, it's a great place for sponsorship stickers going around the bottom. And when I do my box up top, great place to advertise your business, because everybody's going to be looking at this thing, especially when you got some race cars on the back of it. So this right here is actually a sleeper, and then it's got storage underneath the bed. This is generator deal right here with a pull out, which is awesome. I can put 4 late model tires on it and probably about 6 of the street stock tires on there. Just look at all the storage underneath this thing. And these boxes, they're not small. The biggest thing that I want to change about it is it's going to be kind of hate it or love it, but if you can see how long those ramps are, and even though they're aluminum, they gotta be heavy. And I'm not looking forward to having to pick those things up by myself and tote them back here to unload a race car. So I want to extend the dovetail back so I can shorten the ramps and then put the ramps actually like sliding in the back. That's my end game. When it will happen, I don't know. And I also want to get the skirting to be the same height all the way down the bottom here. And then, of course, if I extend the dovetail, then I can put a little bit bigger box on the front and maybe make it where my spring smasher will fit up there. And then, you know, have tools that are actually inside and not just open to the elements out in a toolbox. But this thing's really, really solid. Don't pay no mind to that license plate. I got to ship it back to the guy. But it's got air run to the back already. Right now, I could actually tow 2 cars to the track because it's got a bumper pull hitch, which has been tied into the frame and is super stout. But just like I said, there's so much storage on this thing for spares and everything. But there's definitely some projects I have to do, you know, coming up here. Probably won't get to them until, you know, next off season because we're trying to get all these race cars together. But this thing is, I'm stoked. This thing's awesome. And like I said, if anybody wants to pitch in on the race cars and want to, you know, put their business name or their name on it somewhere, I don't care. If y'all are interested in doing something like that, get with me and we'll figure something out because, like I said, this thing is definitely going to turn some heads and get some attention. And I'm all about that. I like looking cool going down the road. And I love showing my race cars off and, you know, giving back to the people that help out. And it's kind of one of the reasons why I enjoy making these videos and that I'm trying to get back to making these videos. But so there is some projects that need to be done on the interior. So this thing actually has air ride seats in it, but it's not a air ride truck. So I want to figure something out with that. My captain's chair's messed up here, but it also has a massive water leak here, and we got to get that fixed. The seal, and if anybody knows where I can get the proper seal for this thing, the seal's busted up here, so I gotta put me a new seal in there. You don't hear it going down the road, but when it rains, it gets a little water in the cab. And then, like I said, we got a twin-size bed back here. Need to put some lights up that I can run while I'm running the generator. Plenty of, you know, storage throughout with the shelving and everything. And then storage underneath the bed. And then it's even got a little portable AC unit in here, which is pretty cool. So guys, that's going to end it all for this video. Drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think about the new tow rig. And if y'all have any suggestions or ideas of how we can make this thing cooler or, you know, more efficient for what we're doing with it, drop down and put them in the comments. Right now, I'm like not really worried about aesthetics quite as much as just making it functional for getting everything I need to go to the racetrack with me to the racetrack. So right now I gotta worry about getting, you know, toolbox mounted up here and just making sure I get my tires and all my tools and you know, being able to see at the racetrack even is like one of the projects I have on my list is putting outlets in all these storage boxes so I can charge my impact batteries and have lights in them so you can see what you're doing at night. And I gotta try to figure a way to incorporate my pit lights to the back of this thing. It's a lot easier to do on my bus, but I think we'll be able to make something happen on this to make it where we can still have, you know, function and badassery all in one. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. I appreciate you guys coming back. Like I said on the last video we posted on Monday, we're going to get back to making these videos one way or another. they might not be the best quality videos right yet, but we're going to get back to doing them, and we'll grow from there. So we also have some news as far as like merch and that kind of stuff goes. So Taylor and I, we've been dabbling in the t-shirt making business and that kind of stuff. So this year we'll actually be offering, you know, I've been asked 1,000,000 times if we sold t-shirts and that kind of stuff, but this year we're gonna actually I've had problems in the past working with t-shirt companies and prices and that kind of stuff. So this year we're going to be able to offer, you know, merch, hats, t-shirts. She's making these little freshies, koozies, anything you can come up with, we'll be able to get for you and create, whether it's some of our merch or merch of your own.
I wanted to come on here and show you all a little bit of our products and what we can do for you all. The name of my business is the Checker Brunette, and you know me, you know that describes me perfectly. This has been a dream of mine since I was little. I've always, you know, went to the track with my dad and my grandpa growing up. We went to several tracks down the East Coast, and I would always see people selling merch, and I was like, you know what? I was like, that's going to be me one day. So with the help of Doug, and I was able to do this. So yeah, let's get started. So I recently just made this t-shirt with Doug's Nothing But Dirt logo on it. We can do custom shirts, racing logos, company logos, pretty much anything you can think of we can do. We do have adult and youth sizes available. I'm going to show you all some kids shirts that I recently made for Doug to sell. There's one that we have. There's another one that we just made. Alright. We also do adult sizes. This is a shirt I actually just created for my Girl of the Month, Christina, for the month of January. And here's another one. This is actually probably my favorite one that I've did so far while owning this business. We can also do things like custom cosmetic bags with your choice of number. We can do pretty much any number, any saying, or anything that you would like on it. Here's one I just created for my mom. It says Dog Mom, and then it says Wifey on the back. Super cute. Those are perfect to haul your necessities into the racetrack. I'm also into sending car freshies. I'm sure you all have seen those. I can put your race car number file on there. I can do your brand, your logos, pretty much anything you can think of we can do. We can actually do pictures of race cars on these as well. I actually did a bulk order for a lady up near Charlotte, North Carolina, and she sent me a picture of her husband's car on the track at Charlotte, and I put it right on that freshie. So those are pretty cool. Those are a little meaningful gift too. I think people really like those. We also have some that aren't racing related that we sell. Just a couple examples for you all to see. And then lastly, I can show you two that I just recently made for my Girl of the Month. Her boyfriend Colton Beasley races a 602 modified, and we made these for him. So yeah, that's a little bit of what we can do so far at the Checker Brunette. We just recently started this business about 3 months ago, and so far it's taken off really well. We're trying to gain our customer base and grow. We're doing that by having a Girl of the Month that we choose every month. We started in January 2026, and that girl was Christina Gilbert. We chose her because she's been extremely loyal to us as we open this business. She's very supportive. She's very uplifting. She supports, anytime I see any post on social media, she's always lifting another female up. No matter if they're in the racing world or not in the racing world, it doesn't matter. She's always has good spirits and lifts that person up. So that's what we really look for at the Checker Brunette. Our applications for our February Girl of the Month will open up this Sunday, and the winner will be now announced for that on the very first day of February. So if you're interested in something like that, check us out on TikTok and Facebook and look for that post. So of course you all know this is Doug's YouTube channel logo. He's had this logo for years now, and we are going to be selling his personal brand t-shirts. These come in all different sizes. We can do youth sizes, adult sizes, anything you would like. They do come on a Gildan shirt. We have several different colors that you can choose from. I think there's around 25 different colors. We put it on the gray because this of course was Doug's. These are $25, and then we can go up. Prices will go up if you need a 2X or etc. It goes up about $2 or so, and then it's also plus shipping. We don't have anything on the back yet, but we do have a new shirt design for Doug's race car coming soon that will have a front and back, but for now our logo shirts are just front sided. So yeah, let us know if you want one. You can message us on the Checker Brunette page on Facebook or TikTok, or you can message us on our Nothing But Dirt Facebook page or our YouTube page. Yeah, go check us out on TikTok and Facebook at the Checker Brunette. We would love to have some more customers and definitely have a broader customer base. We're looking to sell to all 50 states. We've already hit a lot of those states, so I'm really looking forward to growing my business this year. And yeah, drop down below, like, comment, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.